Today I'm going to be showing you 3 chest exercises that I believe should be removed from your routine. Let's get into it. Before we get into it, my name is Carl. They call me the Haitian sensation. I'm just playing, I'm just Haitian. And today I want to show you guys why these 3 chest exercises are, well, shouldn't have a place in your routine. The reason why I say they shouldn't have a place in your routine is due to these 3 categories. 1, form. 2, when it comes to engagement, how well you actually feel the exercise. And 3, can it actually help you build muscle? Can you actually progressively overload with the exercise safely without any injury? And as someone who's been training consistently for the past 8 years, I know a thing or two when it comes to which exercises you need to utilize to actually build the chest so you can get back in shape versus, bro, what are you doing? You know, I know the difference between that. Because at the end of the day, there are exercises like that, and I want to make sure that you go into the gym knowing exactly what to do, knowing how to do it properly, with form, with technique, but most importantly, how you can get better with it. Let's go. First exercise is going to be this plate press. Now here's the thing, I did chest yesterday, so I'm a little bit sore. When it comes to this, yeah, I do get a little bit of activation, but is this something that's gonna actually help you build your chest to where, you know, when you wear a shirt, it fills it up and you actually have that frame that you're looking for? Absolutely not. And here's 2 reasons why. 1, when it comes to range of motion, I am very limited. All I can do is press from my chest to the top, and that's it. Well, guess what? If I want to engage my chest fibers and I'm here, I'm missing out on a stretch component of the exercise. If I were to do a dumbbell press, I'd be here. My chest fibers will be getting stretched at the bottom versus nothing happening at the bottom, which can lead to less gains. Versus here, I'm limited. Here, I get that full stretch. So I would much prefer an exercise that allows me to get that full stretch while squeezing to the top. So therefore, I can maximize both the eccentric and the concentric. This, you're just maximizing this. And the heavier you go, it's more likely to just fall on you. We don't want that. We don't want injuries while working out, right? So this is why I would remove this from your workout. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to form, yes, you could be doing it properly, but when it comes to range of motion, it's limited, as well as when it comes to engagement, it's missing a whole component of the exercise. So a dumbbell flat bench press, again, will be a lot more beneficial. Look how low I'm able to get. Look how much of a stretch I get the bottom portion over this. Next up is this exercise, which you can either call dumbbell front fly. I don't really know what they call it nowadays. To me, it's more of a front raise. And when it comes to this, one of the biggest things is, yes, they can help you target your upper chest, but an incline press would be much better. But before I get into which ones will be better, let me actually explain to you why this one I would include within your routine. Number 1, when it comes to range of motion, you're able to get fairly pretty good range of motion with this. You're able to come all the way to the top and all the way at the bottom. But here's the thing, you feel engagement here, you feel nothing here. As I'm coming up, right here is when I start to actually feel engagement. And then I get like another 20%, and I come right back down, I don't feel nothing. As well, if you're a beginner, you're more likely to feel this in your shoulders than you are actually to feel in your chest. So this is why I wouldn't include this within your routine. Engagement-wise, it's like a 2 out of 10. Technique-wise, it's pretty easy to perform. So most of the time, it's usually a 10 out of 10. And risk of injury is pretty low because at the end of the day, nobody's ever going to go 50 pounds with this, but 20, 12, 15, that's a good weight. So at that point, when it comes to progressive overload, you can't really go high with it. And if you do, you're likely to get injured because this is putting a lot of stress on your shoulders than it is your upper chest. So what would I prefer? Well, let me show you. I would much rather you do this with a cable. With a cable, leaning slightly forward, leaning slightly bent, chest up, slight arch in your elbows. Guess what? I already have tension here. I can already feel a stretch in my chest versus the dumbbell. So it's already better when it comes to engagement because I can actually feel something in the eccentric. And as I'm coming up, I get tension all the way through. I peak it at the top, slow on the way down. I can feel my fibers twitching, stretching, boom. As I'm squeezing through, I can actually feel that contraction. So this is why I would prefer doing a cable version of this exercise to be a lot more beneficial. A, you can actually add weight, gradually add 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds here and there. B, you can actually get a full range of motion. And C, when it comes to the contraction, actually feeling the exercise, it's a lot higher because you're able to feel both the concentric and the eccentric, which is very important. Guys, a friendly tip, I would do less exercises where the eccentric isn't accounted for. When it comes to certain exercises, the eccentric matters, sometimes more than concentric. Actually feeling that stretch at the bottom is something that I want you guys to really start focusing on when it comes to your training so you can really take your physique and mind and body to the next level. Promise you, it matters more than you think. Now let's move to the next exercise. And now this final exercise is the hex press. And you might be like, the hex press, what? What's so bad about this? I'm able to progress overload with this. I'm able to get my full range of motion with this. I'm able to feel the engagement with this. Yes, absolutely you are. But hex press versus dumbbell chest press. For me, just switching that positioning, which one could you already tell engages my chest more? Which one am I able to get lower? And here's the thing, you might be like, bro, that's only like an extra 20% of range of motion. It makes that difference. An extra 20% in range of motion makes that difference. It's like the people that do bicep curls and they're always here. They're leaving a whole 20% that they could utilize to their full range of motion. So if my goal is to build a bigger chest while trying to get back in shape, why wouldn't I want to do the exercise that helps me get the most out of my chest fibers versus one where I'm limited? And here's the thing, you could still do this, but one thing I would do is I would do it towards the end of your workout, more as a tricep exercise versus a chest exercise. Yes, there is room for your hex press in your routine. Unlike the first two, I would just remove them, but this I would add towards the end when you're trying to do triceps on your chest and tricep day. But if it's something that you do first, I would remove it. I would add a dumbbell flat bench press. I would add an incline chest press. I would add something a little bit different that helps you get deeper into range of motion, because these exercises are gonna give you a better bang for your buck. Giving you more growth, giving you more engagement, ability to progress overload, which means more growth opportunities. Isn't that what you want? And here's the thing, you can apply this basically for any day. Back, legs. If you are thinking about what to do, how to do it, think about it this way. Am I using my full range of motion? Am I actually feeling this in the muscle that I tended to? Can I actually add weight on this in 2 to 3 weeks or in 4 weeks? Ask yourself these questions. Use these questions as a way to help yourself move forward. And I promise you, the more and more you go into strength training, the more you're gonna realize these are the 3 things that truly matter when it comes to getting your best. And sometimes just doing the basics is what's gonna help you get the best results. But yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this brought you tremendous value. Hope you have the best day ever. Remember, if you ever want some professional help when it comes to building a routine for yourself to help you get back in shape, send me a message or book call for me down below if you're on Facebook and LinkedIn. But with that being said, the best day ever. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, and keep crushing your goals. Peace.